Hey pals, it's Sassy Cassie, and welcome back to another reaction video of Inuyasha. Before we get started, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you so much for watching and continuing to follow me on my brand new Inuyasha journey. I would also like to give a very special thank you to my patrons. Now, previously on Inuyasha, first and foremost, maybe, we've only gotten 4 episodes in, and already there is so much. I was thinking about this last night, and I was just thinking, this is just like really good storytelling. They have added all of the elements necessary to keep people interested. I mentioned this before, but they have given us not only like the information we need to like understand the world a little bit of this story, but also just like a little bit of mystery, so that way you have enough information but still are curious enough to keep going and get involved. They have introduced like the beginnings of, or little inklings, little droplets of what kind of powers they could, or rather Kagome could grow and explore. They've given us a really good starting point for Kagome and a little bit of Inuyasha, seeing that he is a powerful, creature, a demon, but even despite the fact that he's a half-demon, like putting that aside, him being able to potentially see his weaknesses in that last battle with all of the dolls, and now granted that probably his own ego, because he's like, oh, these people are nothing compared to me. You should never underestimate your enemies, because that's when they've won. If you underestimate them, if you take everybody seriously, then you will be able to see how you actually stand when you compare yourself to them. But I think showing that little bit of immaturity, especially because he does give such teenage boy energy, but showing that level of immaturity also gives me hope that he has room to grow, to not only become stronger, but become a more serious fighter. So I just think there's just a lot of things that we have been given right off the bat. And to that end, to Kagome's character, how she really doesn't want to do this. She doesn't want to go back. She just wants to go home and take a nice hot bath with their shampoo. But she goes anyway. And even when she did go home and she was finally able to see her grandpa and her brother again, that's when she cried. And I realized at that point that she hadn't, like, she might have been upset, she might have, teared up, she didn't really cry, she didn't really let it all out until she was in a safe space. So I just think that speaks, amongst other things, speaks to the level of Kagome's strength and her character, which I think is really interesting. And we're only 4 episodes in. There's a whole myriad of other things about like the jewel and the actual like plot of this, but I think character-wise, we have been given so much, and I just appreciate that, because sometimes you don't get any character anything. Like, you might introduce the characters, you might understand their personality a little bit, but we have already been given so much character-wise and even story-wise, setting up the world in a very subtle way, what also giving us that character development is just something I don't see a lot. So I am truly really impressed and excited to keep going with Inuyasha. So without further ado, we're going to get into this. I didn't really talk about this Yura person from the last one, but I did talk about everything else that I liked in the previous episode, so it's fine. I'm sorry, already with the music. Oh, wait, I know this person. My friend wanted to cosplay him.
Aye, me lord. The staff, as always, has led us without fail. Clearly it must mean this too. Allow me to prove it.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
This isn't right at all. Me lord, success! It is exactly as I expected.
And you know that because it's surrounded by wolves? I'm curious. Oh, they're not attacking him. They either sense that he's stronger than them, or they're still somehow warning him.
Fang. It is the Fang I seek here.
Right. I'm not gonna lie.
Aristocratic assassin, Sesshomaru.
Well, that explains his speech a little bit. One, I didn't think those wolves were going to attack him. Two, the way he speaks is very much, for lack of a better term, like arrogant, but not necessarily arrogant like in a bad way. It was like arrogant in a subtle, like, I don't know.
Here I thought I'd seen it all. Whoever he is, Lord Inuyasha will want to know. I'd best go quickly.
Huh? Also, I know this person is the same author as Ron Mahaf, but he looks like Hapusai, and I think it might be the same voice actor, at least from the original. I actually haven't watched the new anime yet, which I should.
Why you? Lord Sesshomaru, I regret to inform there are no boats. Unless you count those over there.
What is that? You're not even human.
What gave it away, bros? The ears, the lightning fast speed.
They say it was removed, but recently. Besides the staff, it's been acting strange. It's because of Inuyasha, I'm sure of it. Speaking of the staff, my lord, mightn't you remove it? I can't breathe.
This poor guy. But I am very curious. I have so many questions. You know what? If you can travel back and forth, which I assume we have gotten more information about the functionality of this well just from this clip alone, I would also bring a bike.
So how is it I wound up in some weird, feudal, alternate version of Japan? In the present, my family are caretakers of an ancient shrine. With a 1,000-year-old tree and a scary secret well on the grounds, I guess we're kind of weird ourselves.
Yeah.
It was through
That reminds me, I'm still just over the moon that Grandpa is on her side, while everyone else is like, obviously she's lying. Like, maybe people are telling the truth. Maybe if you have spiritual senses, people should believe in the weird juju voodoo nonsense.
If it hurt so much, you should have said something.
Yeah, I remember that. He's trying to be a tough guy.
He's rude, he's crude, and says he hates me. But
Uh-huh.
if we can find the jewel, that's all that matters, right?
But I still want to know what happens once you find said jewel. Oh, he's like a flea. Oh no, is he going to get run over by Kagome's bike?
What's making it?
Huh. Felt like I ran over something. Must have
You
imagined
know.
it.
First
Okay.
treatment? I don't need it. Go away.
You do too. I was there, remember? Come down here.
Nothing doing.
She's going to tell you to sit.
Sit, boy.
She'll force you out of the tree if she has to.
At 4.
To force you to come out of the
Just
tree.
take a look, okay? When you're hurt that bad, you need to have medical treatment, you know?
I said go away. You act like I'm the one who lost.
Lady Kaede.
Oh, good. He didn't forget her. And we now know that all the villagers were not dead.
Well, if it ain't Myoga the flea.
Flea?
He is a flea. Okay.
So, what you come to see me about?
Lord Inuyasha, I've come to tell you that.
What's that do?
Whoops.
Bro, maybe if he's here to see Inuyasha and Inuyasha's not freaking out about it.
Find my dad's tomb.
As
Dad's tomb.
your father was a demon among demons, great and powerful. His blood was especially delicious, and you, Lord Inuyasha, have inherited that from him.
Wow. And what about his mom?
She was a beauty beyond compare, a true clone.
Hey, that wasn't very nice.
Just drop it, okay? She died a long time ago.
Sorry about that. Did something I say make him upset?
Well, no, but clearly he has a complicated family history.
His father was all demon, but Inuyasha's only half. If one part is one thing, then his other half is human?
Very good,
That's why.
Kagome. Understanding human genetics.
Half demon, half power. I should have known. Disappointed? I'll bet you were hoping to use this to become all demon. Half demon, but
So
half
does
human
he
too.
like...
That must be why he's always so...
Okay, does he not like his mother? Or is it just a complex about being inferior, quote unquote, because he's mixed?
Mom, I've got too much already.
Well, you can use it for that friend of yours, the one with the cute ears. Didn't you say he'd been hurt in the shoulder?
Thanks.
Aww.
But that's awful. How could someone hate their own mom? Bet she really
Not every
loves
mom is
him.
like your mom. Oh no, not the ominous wind!
It is you, Inuyasha.
Excuse me?
It can't be. Your mother's dead. You told me that yourself.
Inuyasha! Inuyasha!
Yeah, what? Okay, no? Is this some kind of illusion?
Once we're through, I want him dead.
Yes, me lord.
It is you.
Sesshomaru!
Indeed, I've quite missed you as well, little brother.
Okay. I fear, hold on. I need to pause this. Okay. Okay. He said he prefers to not think about Inuyasha. They're brothers. I'm gonna assume... Okay, maybe I should try again. He's looking for the Fang, which also refers to... I just assume that they have the same father. If mom or illusion of mom. Okay. How can either of them not know where the tomb is? Why would they assume that Inuyasha knows where the tomb is? Why did they either resurrect the mom or cause an illusion of mom? Is it to get Inuyasha to do what they want? I'm just gonna keep going.
Our father's tomb? Why ask me?
Seeing yet never seen, protected yet never known to its protector. No other clues are known.
I got no idea what you're talking about.
Is this the riddle that was left
Even if I
behind?
did, there's no way I'd tell you.
I see. And you leave me no choice but to let your mother's suffering convince you.
But didn't she die? I'm so confused. Ugh.
Nice try, jerk. She's been dead for years and we both know it. Like I'd really fall for some stupid trick like that.
A trick, is it?
You're who's stupid. Recalling spirits from the netherworld is a simple task.
Okay, wow. Questions being answered immediately? Crazy.
For flesh. And yet her own son would deny it. How sad to be mother to one such as you.
Then maybe it is true.
Somehow I still feel like it's a trick.
Stop hurting her!
Oh no! Are you okay?
Kagome, you and her get out of here!
I think not.
Okay, so we're gonna see a showing of some of her power, maybe? Like Kagome's power?
This scheme of yours is beneath me.
Uh-huh.
Should it fail, Jockin, you will die.
So,
As you will,
okay,
my lord.
not really his mom. That's all I have to say. Not that humans can't have powers, because obviously Kagome has some kind of abilities, but... Okay, real talk. Are we in a dream world? Is this to try to trick and coax him to tell where the tomb is?
Such terrible, violent days. And you all alone, with no one to care for you? How can you ever forgive me?
It weren't that big a deal. I mean...
Inuyasha?
I just wonder if Kagome, because she's got sight, can see through whatever this is.
Her face, no reflection. Inuyasha, my voice, I can't speak.
Mother.
Partings are never easy. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, at least we know.
Whoever she is, she's not your mom.
Oh, okay. There be the end. So, this episode was interesting in that, because I just assumed we were going to meet another enemy, / have another moment about the jewel shards. And I'm not saying that his brother's not an enemy, because obviously he is. But I really thought that we were just going to continue. This is just such an interesting choice. Not a bad choice, but I feel like the way that this story is structured is just so not what I'm used to, but I appreciate it because it keeps building onto the story in a way that I don't think other stories do. It's just different. And it's so, and we're only on episode 5. So pleasantly surprised. But besides that, okay, so actual episode. So we're introduced to Sesshomaru, his brother. I'm going to assume that they are not fully related. They have the same dad. We already at least know that they have the same dad. And their dad was like a demon among demons, king of demons. I can't actually say king of demons, but he was a very powerful demon. They're looking for the tomb, final resting place of the father for some reason, for a fang. Unclear why he needs this fang. Maybe he too is seeking to become more powerful or like a greater version of himself. I don't really know. But that's kind of what it seems like he's alluding to by what he was saying. And for whatever reason, they think that Inuyasha would know. Maybe because Inuyasha is younger. Maybe they thought that that father spent more time with Inuyasha. I don't know. I don't fully understand. But I'm sure that they will explain it. Probably. But from what we gather from the earlier part of the episode is that Inuyasha doesn't know. And the flea person was supposed to know. Or supposed to be guardian. I don't know. He said he was a guardian of some kind. Also, can we talk about the fact that this flea got there before Sesshomaru did? I'm just saying. Seems... Anyway. Maybe because Sesshomaru was like not in a hurry. He couldn't be bothered. So real talk, going into the next episode, do they, through this dream, or I'm going to assume a dream, alternate universe? Unclear. But through this dream, are they hoping that they can either A, get him to, like, coax him into telling them where the tomb is, or B, search his memory? I don't really know how this works, but those are my two best guesses. For now, thank you all so much for watching and continuing to follow me on my Inuyasha journey. And until next time, bye!